Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you a really cool no mythic team you can use for this raid boss event. Now you must use the event captain Dusk Owlbear in your team. Gets ×2 magic and ×2 score, so that does make a huge difference, and you get the double score as well as that double magic. So essential to include that in the team, and you get that from the event shop. Tier 1, you get the Potion of Enchantment, enchant all allies at the start of battle for this event only, and you get some other stuff at the same time. Tier 2 is where you pick up the Dusk Owlbear guaranteed, dealing magic based damage to an enemy, and if they're a boss, deal 3 to 5 times damage based on my ascensions, then eliminate their attack by 1 for every 2 purple gems. Skull Slayer, of course, with that third trait, and allied beasts gain 2 life and reduce damage from skulls by 20%. Not essential to have that third God Slayer one, but make sure you've got it in your team and ascended as far as possible. There's 2 ways to get up to mythic level, either buy tier 2 and then use 2 orbs of ascension to get it to mythic level, or buy enough tiers to get enough copies of it to get it that way, but it is rather expensive on gems. You want to buy tier 3 though anyway to get a new weapon. Always useful to have new weapons from this game. Dealing magic based damage to the first 2 enemies, boosted by Zul'Kari allies. Even if you don't think you're going to use it for this event, always worth it, because you get to do more tiers anyway, which helps out your guild. Right onto the team itself. These first 3 troops here are going to be the bread and butter of the team, and the 4th place is optional, and you can stick a mythic in there if you like, but basically this is actually going to work really well with these 3 troops anyway. Web Spinner does magic based damage to all enemies and poisons them, then creates 9 green gems. Uses green so it can self-charge, and has that awesome bonus of doing that massive skull damage to pretty much anybody in the game that isn't impervious or invulnerable or indestructible, which we're not going to get indestructible troops here. But yeah, lovely skull damage when they come along, as well as that nice damage to all. And green is the colour it wants, because it needs it to charge up, and it creates green gems at the same time. So with Iranian Bloom, one of the upgrades for this is Leaf, which is Leaf Storm. So get this upgraded, and when you cast it, you're going to cause a Leaf Storm, which means more green for Web Spinner, charged up easy, more chance of getting those matches when it creates the green gems, doing that damage to all again. And this weapon helps out anyway, dealing damage to an enemy boosted by Zul'Kari allies, then create a mix of 6 green and purple gems for each Zul'Kari ally. If you don't have Iranian Bloom, then Watcher's Blade is a really good substitute weapon. Exploding magic +1, green gems, really good for the team, granting a random status effect to all Zul'Kari allies, then summoning a Zul'Kari troop. So that is a really good alternative if you don't have Iranian Bloom. And we're going to be in Archer class as well, which is also going to help out with this, because we're going to start with 50% mana, which is nice. Don't really care about that 15% chance for skull damage to be lethal, because we've got the awesome Web Spinner up top. But Hunter's Mark will help when getting 4 or 5 of a kind. Root Trap keeps our Web Spinner safe up top from any random skulls which appear and may bash it around a bonce. And Nature's Aura, we create a Leaf Storm at the start, so we got that nice chance of more green for Web Spinner right off the bat, which is really, really nice. And we can have Thieves Guild anyway, because that helps out our Tiri. Not that it helps her out that much, but hey, it's better than nothing. And Dusk Owlbear is here because it does damage to an enemy. If they're a boss, deal 3 to 5 times damage based on your ascensions. So we'll use Web Spinner to take out everybody else, and Dusk Owlbear to bash the boss around a bonce. And 4th spot, as I said, is kind of optional. No mythic option. Tiri is really good, destroying magic +4 gems of a chosen colour. So you can look at who you need to get charged up, and this uses blue and green, this uses yellow and brown, this uses purple. So apart from red, we're using all the colours. You can destroy all those gems, they're removed with full effect, and you gain a bit of gold and a chance to grab a lovely treasure map at the same time. So yeah, she's kind of handy. But if you don't want to use her, there are some other nice options. Arachnian Weaver is a fantastic option if you've got it. That'd be really good. Uses green, yellow and purple. So what that means is when we cast a weapon, all that green and purple that's created, all the green would go into Web Spinner first, and any excess would fall into Arachnian Weaver, and any purple we create with that all would go into Dusk Owlbear, our God Slayer, and all the excess would go into Arachnian Weaver as well. So if you've got Arachnian Weaver, that is a fantastic choice for that 4th slot. Right, so a banner for this, I'm going to go for the Slime Banner, +2 blue, +1 green, -1 red, and as we saw in Archer class. I've jumped forward a bit where Giant Sitharask starts appearing. it's still been very, very straightforward. The cool thing about having Tiri there is, like I say, Arachnian Weaver is still a really, really good swap. But when we cast a weapon, it generates loads of green and purple. All the green feeds into Web Spinner, all the purple feeds into Dusk Owlbear. But any excess green and purple will feed into Tiri, who only needs 8 mana, and then will generate stacks of mana when she casts. So it's a really good mix. But like I say, Arachnian Weaver is a really, really good choice to stick in place of Tiri if you have said troop. So let us just finish this mold dealer off. Finish off with the Godslayer and on to the next. Let's do a couple more, then we'll jump to even more difficult levels. See what the explosion thingy does. Web Spinner's ready next round. It's the extra damage. Got self-charged. Does it again. That's the benefit of having the Leaf Storm, see? Very nice. Get the Leaf Storm from the start from Archer class, and you can restart the Leaf Storm just by casting the weapon. Look at this. This is absurdly quick. What the hell? Great stuff. And another one. Come on. What are we going to get this time at the start? Got the weapon charged up. This is what I mean about all the mana come. Oh wow, I managed to spread them out all over the place not to make anything. That's a bit rare. It's going to happen from time to time though, I suppose. Might as well get an Entangle Gem. Helps out. Web Spinner helps keep it safe up top. There's a bit of a weird cast on that weapon then. It's going to happen though from time to time. If everything happened with 100% success, it would actually be rather boring. Look at this. This is just filth. Absolute filth. Right, let's just show a couple more battles. Really, really straightforward with this so far. Even without using the Arachnian Weaver, just been no need. It's just been absolutely flying through. We can use this lovely extra skull damage to wipe out troops like that. Going to get stacks of mana when we cast the weapon now. That didn't work out too fantastic then again. Hey ho. That's the way it goes. And let's take out that boss with the Godslayer. You can use Tiri to generate stacks of mana. You can actually use Tiri to actually generate an extra turn sometimes. Like, you're not going to get an extra turn out of this, but say this green one was there. You take out red. I'm just doing this for an example, and you would have made an extra turn, but we still get lots of mana. Still worked out really good. And an easy win. The next one. Let's make this the last one. Pretty clear how this team works and how efficient it is. Really quick. Oh, this is nuts. Web Spinner's just woken up in a bad mood. But good mood for us. Take out the Valraven nice and early when you can. And just obliterate, and then we can finish off with the Godslayer. Kaboosh! Right, now on to the Underspire team. Grab your free stuff from Mighty Boy Longface Hathead. That's his official name. Alright, and on to the team. Right. Now this is why I think it's good to actually put these two videos together, because quite often the Underspire team is going to be very, very similar to the event team, so you'll be familiar with how it works. Because we're not using the Dusk Owlbear on this one, we can actually include Arachnian Weaver at the same time. But if you don't have Arachnian Weaver, just stick in whoever you've got that does a decent amount of damage. But it's going to work really well with these anyway, because Web Spinner has that awesome skull damage versus most opponents, unless they're impervious or invulnerable, and does that lovely damage to all and creates 9 green gems, which is really cool because we're going to start with a Leaf Storm. In Archer class, we have Root Trap and we have Nature's Aura. Create a Leaf Storm at the start of a battle, which is very, very nice indeed. As well as a 50% mana star, and when we cast a weapon, it's going to create a Leaf Storm again. So we kind of get a constant Leaf Storm with this, because we'll be casting the weapon regularly if you need to multicast. Doing damage to an enemy, boosted by Zalkari allies, then create a lovely mix of 6 green and purple gems for each Zalkari ally. All the green goes into Web Spinner, any overspill fills up Arachnian Weaver and Tiri, and any purple just goes straight into Arachnian Weaver and Tiri. Very straightforward and and easy as that. Regarding the banner, gone for the Fox banner on this one. I did have a different banner on the event team, but you can use different ones. This makes sense. +2 green, +1 blue, -1 red. Let's do this fight here then. Get something like that. We can absolutely have a little bit of that, and this will be enough to get up our web spinner. So no need to take that skull hit that was there, because the damage to wall will do the job on the whole team. But later on, when the enemy survives those damage to walls, it's nice to take those skull hits and do insane damage on the enemy. Don't know what you're putting your gloves on for, mate. You'll be taking them off in a second when you get cabooshed out of here. Right, in this sort of situation, it's best to get yellow if we can. Yellow or brown. Get the weapon up. As soon as we do that, we can create loads of our mana colours. Don't hit the root trapped opponent. I'm going to leave them there. Keep our web spinner safe. And crack on. And we're taking a long stroll along a long alleyway right now. With no turns or deviations. Again, let's get some yellow if we can, followed by some brown. Another extra turn there. Happy days. And web spinner's charged up anyway, so no need to even cast the weapon. Should we go right or down? Should we go down? Or should we go right? Right. Down, right? Right, down? Down, right. Right, last one. Pretty straightforward team. You'll be familiar with it anyway from the event. But like I say, if you don't have the weapon, then you can chuck in Watcher's Blade instead. If you don't have Arachnian Weaver. Have a look at your troops and see who does a bit of damage or mana gen. Can't really go far wrong with it. Could have done with a Mana Surge there, but never mind. Plenty of green there anyway, thanks to our Leaf Storm. And kaboosh them all out of it into oblivion. Right, whatever it is, there's the video. If you enjoyed it, it'd be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching. I'll catch you again in the next one. Bye for now.